Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rikakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arababiah from the Chicago camp, coming at you with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, A Small Step Towards the Motb. The Motb is an acronym for the Mark of the Beast. And in this video, it's showing you how that the elders and apostles that's been teaching this for years, have been on point. It's been right. These countries slowly but surely are moving over to the Motb, and they're finding ways to put it in. They're finding ways to do it and do it under gradualism. They're gradually moving into doing this, where the people are not aware of what's going on. In a lot of states like Singapore, they have mandatory Motb for the dogs. The dogs, you have to it's mandatory to have your dog chipped. I think London, I know Singapore, and there's a couple other countries that have it where your dogs have to be chipped. Should I say Motb? Salakia. Now, that's just the backdoor way of doing things, because if pet owners have their they have dogs, then they know that their pets are usually going to be with the person all the time. So they're not directly putting the Motb into the individual, but indirectly they know that their pets, no one's going to be too far away from their pet. Their pet's going to be wherever they're at. So this is another step or another wrinkle in the devil's way of getting complete and total control. That's what this is all about. So anyway, before I show this video, I want to go to a quick scripture. I want to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day should not come except there be a falling away first," which we fell away from who we were as a people. Now listen to this. "And the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, son of hell." It says, "Who opposes and exhorts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." So the people that's doing this, the people that's a part of this chip thing, are showing that they want complete and total control. This is what this is all about, is being able to control everything. When you do the research on the Motb, the micro C-hip, they're going to sell that because they're going to, that's going to allow people to do, things that they normally couldn't do, like connect with the internet, be able to go and do backgrounds on people through their mind or through their eyes. It's going to be a selling point. And so to the worst people, to the wicked people, that's going to be a symbol of power. And that's how they're going to sell this. So right now it's at a low level with them putting it into the cell phone, but it's going to wrap up. It's going to get worse, much worse. So let me go ahead and play this video. Check this out.
The state government is about to launch a new form of digital ID that means you'll never have to hand over your personal details to anyone again. It will all be stored in the Service New South Wales app on your phone, which will prove you are who you say you are.
Scanning his license, passport and Medicare card, in less than 3 minutes, the minister proves he really is Victor Dominello.
This is unquestionably the Holy Grail.
This is your first look at the state's new digital ID.
This is a huge step forward in giving back people control over their data, control over their identity.
Personal credentials will be stored on your device. No IDs need to be handed over. And that means keeping your address and birth date to yourself. If you need to hire a car, rent a property, set up a bank account, check into a hotel, or...
I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "He causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." It says that no man might buy or sell except he have the mark. So if you notice, This is all of your IDs. Look at all of this here. This controls everything. You know, it says that no man might buy or sell, said he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. So this right now, they're putting it through the cell phone, but it's going to get worse, and it's going to elevate to something else. You know, you're going to have to insert this. But right now, these are the beginning stages. This is what they call gradualism. They're gradually moving into it. They're massaging you and getting you comfortable with this, you know? Now, you think about this. These people that are getting this identification in their phone, did they ask for this? Was this voted upon? No. No, it wasn't. Because it's done by the devil, and it's done to get complete and total control. That's what this is all about. Because it just told you that this man wants to be God. He wants to be all-knowing and all-seeing. You know? Let me go ahead and let this play.
Prove you're over 18 to buy alcohol or attend an event. But how can it trust you are who you say you are? Well, you'll need to take a selfie, which will be cross-checked against other forms of ID you've submitted. And when there's a match, you're good to go. Wow. The technology will be opt-in and should be available later this year.
The state government is about to launch a new...
Wow. So when this get into its fullness, right before you fill his belly, you know, there's going to be a consequence if you get this mark. Let me show you that. I want to go to Revelations chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, then the same should drink the wine of wrath from Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture in a cup of his indignation, his destruction. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and with brimstone. That's that nuclear war. And in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So any man, as of right now, that decide, you know, when it gets into its fullness, to get this mark, then they're going to be punished, you know, and they won't make these, you know, the overall is that they won't make it on those chariots. They're going to be here and they're going to burn with this place, because this place is going up in smoke. You know, the Lord's going to destroy this place very soon. You know, I want to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he that will now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him who is coming is after the workings of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. This right here is a perfect example of a lying wonder, you know. What is the difference between you having your ID in your pocket and you having it in the phone? You know, they tell you the convenience of it. What's the difference? It's not, because it's something else that's deeper that they're trying to execute here. Verse 10, it says, with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So you got to understand that this is all done to deceive and to stay in power. You know, that's the end all. And they want to gradually massage their way into power and into this to this mark. You know, so we have to be careful. We have to be watching. You know, that you don't be taken up in this, that you don't be caught in this. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.